and welcome to the Orlando World Sunday Showdown round of 32. In this week's edition, we head to Universal's Islands of Adventure and to SeaWorld, where we will see Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey go head-to-head with Mako. As always, we will take a brief look at both attractions. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is a motion-based arc ride located within the Hogsmeade section of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, where it opened on the 18th of June 2010. The ride uses robo-coaster technology, which allows the ride vehicles, which are similar to Disney's Omnimover system, to pivot and rotate as it glides around on a complex system of robotic arms. The ride takes guests on a journey through the Floo network, and around iconic areas seen in the films, such as Hogwarts Castle, the Forbidden Forest and in part of a Quidditch match. Forbidden Journey is an incredibly immersive ride, with physical animatronics and 3D projection screens bringing part of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter to life, in one of the most unique rides ever built in a Florida theme park. Mako is hypercoaster located within SeaWorld's Sea of Mystery area of the park. It opened on the 10th of June 2016. Mako is one of the fastest and tallest coasters in Florida, as well as one of the lengthiest. It reaches a height of 200 feet, hitting speeds of up to 73 miles per hour as it waves its way around the 4,760 feet of track. The coaster is one of the most powerful, yet almost graceful, with its particularly rhythmic movements around its unique track layout, with the added fierce movements as it makes the sudden sharp hammerhead turns, bringing an element of suspense to an otherwise very fluid ride. Mako, despite its speed, has been compared to traditional wooden roller coasters for its design layout, with the track not featuring any inversions, but being extremely high up, like the original Big Dipper rides, bringing a modern take on a retro style. Now let's head into our usual series of 5 rounds, to see which of these attractions will advance to the round of 16. Let's go straight to the first round. When you look at the immersion levels in terms of theming, you would be hard-pressed to find many better themed attractions than any of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter rides. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey uses a very complex ride system, housed inside the magnificent backdrop of the Hogwarts Castle. The ride is as expected extensively themed, from the grandeur of the hallways inside the castle, to the sheer uniqueness of the ride itself, featuring some heavenly themed sets and some fantastic use of 3D technology. Forbidden Journey is as highly detailed a ride as any other within the Harry Potter franchise, drawing riders into the world with tremendous effect, taking Harry Potter fans deeper into the Wizarding World than it was thought possible. Mako isn't the most highly themed roller coaster, but its main theme is centered around the ride itself. The area surrounding the ride is designed to take you immediately into the ocean depths, like a shipwreck, where you are heading towards the ride, looking at theming from the perspective of being a Mako shark. It's the ride itself though that holds much of the theming, being that the coaster is designed specifically to move exactly like a Mako shark, with an intensity, but also a fluidity, where the ride replicates the powerful but rhythmic movements of a Mako shark. The track layout certainly obtains its goal by accurately recreating the characteristics of the powerful ocean predator, taking riders into a world of the Mako shark. So in round 1, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter ride comfortably takes the first point, for being a much more immersive, Y-themed attraction. Let's head on to round 2. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is a fairly short attraction in terms of the main ride itself, but it does offer a great experience from the moment you enter Hogwarts Castle from the Hogsmeade section of Islands of Adventure. During a brief pre-show you get to see the main cast from the Harry Potter films, who are ultimately trying to sneak you out to a Quidditch match, which adds a few minutes to the overall experience. Forbidden Journey has a ride duration of 4 minutes and 6 seconds, which is short for what Harry Potter fans would expect. However, it's surprisingly enough time to give riders a fun ride, and with the use of different sets and projections as well as the ride movements itself. It's long enough to tell a brief side story within the Harry Potter universe. At just over 4 minutes, the ride does have a lot of content to follow, and has some great visuals and special effects which make it feel like a much grander experience than it actually is. Mako is a lengthy coaster, and with its very fast pace, it still manages to clock in a ride duration of over 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which is just above the average roller coaster ride durations for most popular rides today. Mako, being a hypercoaster reaching speeds of up to 73 miles per hour, runs relatively smoothly, while adding a ferocity, with the incredible G-forces it produces, actually feels as though it is just drifting peacefully, which is one of the clever tricks created by the incredible design of the ride. It doesn't feel like 2 minutes of ride time, in some ways feeling much longer, given the rhythmic movements of the trains. It all adds to the experience. So in round 2, for duration then, again the Harry Potter attraction comes out ahead of its opponent Mako, taking a commanding 2-point lead going into the third round. With all the immense fanfare that surrounds the wizarding world of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando Resort, it's no surprise to learn that most of the Harry Potter attractions are high-capacity rides. Being Universal's most popular intellectual property, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey needed to be high capacity in order to meet the demand. The ride uses a similar system to the Omnimover at Disney resorts, instead being a robo-coaster, which is a dynamic range robotic arm suspended from a rolling track. Each ride vehicle, or enchanted bench as they are known, seats 4 people, which groups of enchanted benches being clustered together throughout the ride. It brings an impressive capacity of 3,420 riders per hour, which makes it one of the highest capacity attractions within the resort. Mako isn't too bad in terms of capacity. It operates with 3 trains, each with 7 cars per train, making each train accommodate 28 riders, which gives the attraction an overall hourly capacity of just 1,008 riders. Capacity is obviously limited on this type of ride, given its layout and its intense high speeds, but it still manages to accommodate more riders than some other coasters of a similar stature. At SeaWorld though, with more focus being given towards the amusement side of the park in recent years, and moving away from the animal attractions, Mako still manages to be capable of being as high a capacity ride as possible. So in round 3, it's so far a clean sweep for Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey as we head into round 4. Hogwarts Castle is considered one of the most iconic photo opportunities in any Florida theme park, and has been one of the most photographed backdrops in Universal Orlando Resort history. This is impressive, given that the area of the park has only been open for 10 years. Along with the ride, Forbidden Journey was the most popular attraction within the wizarding world of Harry Potter until Hagrid's Magical Creatures motorbike adventure opened in 2019, but over the last decade it has cemented its place as one of the best attractions within the resort. Mako, however, has been in operation since 2016, as part of a new development program, focusing more on educational rides, and more highly themed attractions centered around its sea life. Mako set the bar for hypercoasters, especially in North America, when it broke several records for height and speed, and won countless awards, in just a short period of time. However, it hasn't been in operation as long as Forbidden Journey, which takes yet another point as we head into the 5th and final round. When it comes to thrill rides, there aren't many that can compete with most of the Harry Potter attractions for fully immersive experiences. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey encapsulates everything that the wizarding world of Harry Potter has to offer, and brings the big screen to life in ways never imagined. The ride uses several types of technology to pull off a simply stunning experience, giving both fans of the franchise, and guests in general, a thrilling experience that not only pushes the boundaries in terms of storytelling, but takes expeditions to a whole new level. The ride itself isn't the most thrilling, and is a little disorienting at times, but the theming, the story and the ride mechanics make this a truly mesmerizing and memorable experience, making it one of the must-ride attractions at any Florida theme park. Mako is rightfully regarded as one of the ultimate thrill rides in Florida. The record-breaking ride is certainly a thrill ride by any definition, with its immense power, lightning speed, all while being surprisingly smooth, but bringing a uniquely exhilarating yet somewhat frantic experience to theme park lovers. Mako is compatible to the likes of Shuka at Busch Gardens for its intensity, but Mako seems to indulge thrill seekers, with plenty of airtime as it flows over the massive hill climbs and drops, feeding to the wild characteristics of the Mako Shark, and heightening the overall ride experience. The Hypercoaster is simply one of the benchmark roller coaster rides in Orlando, and is just a thrilling experience that is worthy of being at the top of any must-ride attraction lists. But in round 5, Forbidden Journey claims the final point of the contest, offering just a greater overall experience. So for the first time in the competition, it's a clean sweep in all 5 rounds. Which does rather shockingly mean that the incredible hypercoaster, Mako, drops out of the competition in rather surprising circumstances. Mako, however, is such an incredible ride, and is regarded as one of the best attractions in Orlando, and rightly should be considered so. Theme park guests will experience the ultimate thrill for years to come with Mako. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey advances to the next round. Join us next week, where we head to Disney's Hollywood Studios for an exclusive battle between Star Wars Rise of the Resistance and Slinky Dog Dash. We'll see you next week. We hope you enjoy this video. Please support us by subscribing to our channel. You can find us on social media platforms. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Orlando Worlds, and on Instagram at the Orlando Worlds. Thanks for watching.